Hello everyone, welcome back to Sully's Card Shop. I'm Sully, and today I'm going to show off a few of the treasures that I found as I had the chance to go to an antique shop here locally, and I found a few cards there. Plus, I also made an order off of eBay, I think a pretty good deal on some cards, but some of y'all might disagree with that. But I had the opportunity the other day to go during my I had a little break, a little bit of time over to my favorite antique mall here in the area, and they have within a case they have a bunch of old vintage cards. Now, when I say vintage, I don't mean the vintage that you see on eBay when someone says, "Oh, you can get you some vintage cards," and they're like from the junk wax era in the late '80s, early '90s. That's not vintage to me. I am not vintage. I'm junk. Okay, vintage to me is the 1960s, even the 70s, 50s, whatever. Anything before 1981, even 1980 is vintage to me. But maybe I'll disagree with that. But they do have a lot of vintage cards, what I consider vintage cards there. And so I decided to run into that area for just a little bit to see how many cards I could find, and I found a few in this just about a 10-15 minute period, and they were about $1, $2 each. And so the first one I found was this 1974 Rusty Staub. It is badly off-centered, top to bottom, but I like this card because, first of all, I like the look of the 1974 tops. I think it looks pretty sharp. As you can see, the back right here also miscut as well, so it matches the front. But I like it a lot because it goes along with my 1964 Rusty Staub All-Star Rookie card, and when he was with the Houston Colt 45s. So as you can see, he doesn't look as young in this one as he does in this one. Of course, it's 10 years after, but Staub had a really nice long career, and I have a number of other Staubs, so maybe I can put together kind of a list of his cards as like a little mini collection or something like that. I also picked up some 67 tops while I was there. I found a rookie card, and I figure, if you have a chance to pick up a rookie, even if it's some of a common rookie like this one right here, it's okay. This is Grant Jackson and Billy Wilson, some Phillies rookies. Jackson, I know, pitched up into the 80s. I remember picking up his 81 Topps card. So here's the back right here. The back is not centered well at all. Looks badly cut. The front, not that great either. But still, it's a rookie card from 1967, so why not? I also picked up a couple other base commons, Dal Maxville and Mike McCormick. Maxville was a long-time executive with the St. Louis Cardinals. That's how I remember him best. I know he also coached with the Braves for a little while back in the 80s. Mike McCormick pitched for a number of years. These Senators right here would later on become the Texas Rangers, and I had to go through that in my head trying to figure out, okay, which Senators what was this? Well, 1967, that would be the future Texas Rangers. So anyways, a lot after that, I also found another card. This was the real treasure of my trip to the antique mall. This right here, the 1972 Topps Billy Martin. This is where he is telling everyone in the world that they are number one right there as he holds the bat. I don't know if you can notice that. You don't have to look. Please don't. Actually, don't look. Anyways, Billy Martin was skipper of the Detroit Tigers at this time, had spent 1 year with the Twins just a few years before then. Had a great year. They finished first in the division, but he was dismissed after that, or he'd left after that, and then wound up with the Tigers, was with the Tigers for a few years, and then the Rangers, and then he wound up going to the Yankees, where he had his biggest success. He was there with the Yankees 5 different times from the late 70s into the early 80s. And even guided the Yankees to a World Series title in, I believe it was 77. I think Bob Lemon guided him in 78. But anyhow, Martin was definitely a colorful character. I remember him a lot. I remember him kicking dirt onto the feet of the umpires. I remember, of course, the beer commercials. Tastes great, less filling. He was one of the characters in that. He was a character, period. Mickey Mantle, if you ever read any of Mickey Mantle's stuff, he would, more times than not, talk about Whitey Ford and Billy Martin as both real characters. Martin passed away, I believe it was in 89, I think it was, but he was only 61. but definitely a character in baseball, and a lot of people still talk about today about him possibly one day getting in the Hall of Fame. I don't know if that's going to happen. He had, I believe it was over 1,200 wins as a baseball manager, but I'm not sure that that's enough, or even just the fact that he was just such a character, if that's enough. But he was a winner wherever he went, that is for sure. Also, on eBay I found an auction for some Tony Gwynn's, and like I said, I'm a Padres fan, and I am a big Tony Gwynn fan. This autograph right here I picked up at a game at the Astrodome where he signed it. Right there, man, it was just incredible. Him walking up, here I am. What am I at this point? 13, 14 years old, and here comes my baseball hero, Tony Gwynn, and to have the chance to speak with him briefly. Really nice guy, to get him to sign my baseball card there. It was really an awesome experience. And so I do collect Gwynn's, and so I did find a deal where there were 5 Gwynn cards that were on sale for, I believe the final bid was $3 for these cards, for these 5 cards. So these were all gold writing, or whatever you want to, just gold foil, or whatever you want to call it. So this is a Tony Gwynn 1993 Topps Tony Gwynn, Topps Gold, and then another Topps Gold Tony Gwynn from 93, and then another Topps Gold Tony Gwynn from 90, I can't read, 93. And then here is a Score 95 Hall of Gold Tony Gwynn. There's T. Gwynn right there. And I know you should say, but that's only 4, Sully. Where's the other one? Well, here's the other one right here. This bad boy right here. For $3, I was able to pick up this Gwynn rookie card, Don Russ. Now, I understand, I noticed the sides that, Don Russ was notorious for having some of their sides having a little bit of fray on them, because like they're, someone took a machete and cut the cards apart like that, or some raggedy pair of scissors, I don't know. But this card looks a lot better than the other Gwynn Don Russ rookie card that I had, and so I wanted to get it, especially for $3. I'm not going to pass that up. Do I think I'd send this one into PSA to certify it? More than likely, I wouldn't. There you go, Anthony Keith Gwynn right there, 1982's first year, 289 average, and I don't believe he hit south of that or even near that ever again. He was just a super, super hitter. If you ever get a chance to watch any videos of him on YouTube, go for it. He would put these hitters today to shame, being able to hit to the opposite field. And if he wanted to, he could hit out of any shift that they put on him. But hitters today, a lot of them are afraid to do that. But this was $3 plus shipping, along with these other 4 cards here. I thought it was a fantastic deal. I couldn't pass it up, and I picked that up. So nice little week there, being able to pick up this crazy Billy Martin card. And of course, when I learned about, I didn't even know about this one until I started watching a lot of the other collector videos out there, like Jab's Family and Mike O and Rocchiavelli, and man, there's so many of them out there, and I wish I'll be talking about each of them as much as I can in other episodes. But a good week, I think. Pretty affordable little deals here for cards that I really wanted to get. So if you guys enjoyed this video, click like and subscribe. If you'd like to leave a comment in the comment box, go for it. Please go for it. And we will see you guys next time.